Looks like it's gonna be a long video. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We are going to be doing my PS4 and PS5 collection, as the title says, plus the digital games I have, just like my Nintendo Switch collection video. I'm going to tell you a little bit how it's going to go. I'm just going to tell you what games I have in the collection. There are some games I haven't played, just like in my last video, because, as you know, I like my games new. So I did at one point do a whole big shopping again, where there are some games I just haven't played because I wanted to get them in the collection before they were either hard to find, used, whatever it may be, just because I've had bad experience with used stuff. So that's why I'm like very clear cut on getting the things that I want in new. Since my last collection video, I've added 2 new games to my Nintendo Switch collection because of your guys' suggestions in the comments. So feel free to suggest something I don't have for PS5, or maybe you can kind of see the taste that I have and recommend games that I have no clue exists. Again, everything you say matters, and I read it and I love it. So to be honest, without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first game is Life is Strange. Oh my god, I love this game. I love the protagonist. I love the story. A little thing about this game is, first of all, it's a decision-making game, right? So if you like stuff like Telltale series, if you like, Walking Dead, Batman, any of those games where you make kind of decisions, this is the game for you. Now, if you don't like those, I wouldn't recommend this. But I will tell you, it is a great story. It is worth it. This is the game I was referencing when we were talking about another code in that Nintendo Switch collection video. So without giving too much away, she just has powers, and a lot of the Life is Strange series games are revolved around a power that somebody has, and it's just very deep. I don't know what else to say without giving it away. I don't like to tell people the story. I like to be that type of person to say, see for yourself. And if you trust me enough, you will see for yourself. But the new Life is Strange 4, because they're already on the 4th one, and depending on my collection, we'll talk about some of the other ones, comes out this October, and I'm very excited because it is based around this character. So they're bringing back, the first game character or characters. I'm not sure, but just very excited. Obviously, since this has come out, they've remastered it a few times. I only have this game, and this game only. I never rebought it. So it definitely, you could see its age if you pop it in, but man, I was put onto this, and I've never looked back. I'm a huge fan of Life is Strange, so definitely excited for October. The next game is Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. So I just started playing this. I've had this for a few years. Again, because I play a lot of things, it's, you get into those slumps where you don't know which one to play. You're playing Switch, you're playing PC, there's a lot. You're playing old handhelds and emulators. And just with PlayStation, because it's kind of annoying to have huge files and constantly delete, and obviously the games are longer, right? So you just kind of have to be in it. I'm the type of person who likes to pop in a game and really play it through, whether it takes me a few days to beat. So I'm on Uncharted, better late than never, and all I know is that this is amazing. Everything I've heard about it lives up to it. I love the part in the beginning where he's sitting in the living room with his wife and they start playing Crash Bandicoot. It was like a nice touch. But I know there's other games before this. I've been told they were great. So yeah, I'm just loving this so far. This is what I'm currently playing, and I don't even think you need me to continue on about it. You probably know, and if you don't, Uncharted 4, and go check out all of the other ones as well. Next, we have The Last of Us Remastered. So I've actually popped this in like once, and at the time, again, it just didn't resonate with me. I just think it was a time where I kind of like got out of my gaming, and I was a gamer for such a long time. Again, all the histories in my other videos, like since I was a kid. But then there's just times where you kind of fall off of that, and I did. And so I would love to start this game over and play again, because the story was pretty, dark, and I like it. And just like I've said in the Nintendo Switch video, there were games that I haven't played, and honestly, since that video's come out, I've beaten a few of them. So definitely stick around, because any of these games that I said I haven't played or I want to go back and play, I will come back and tell you how I like those games. So just keep that in mind. if you're interested. But yeah, The Last of Us Remastered. Next is a game I have yet to play, and some of these games were given to me. So I also haven't played a lot of them because I didn't really pick them out, but I heard good things about this next one. It is Ratchet and Clank. Never played a Ratchet and Clank game in my life, but I've heard such good things about this game. I really don't know what to expect. I don't really like to go online. I think I went online just to see gameplay. I'm big on gameplay. And it looked good to me, but I don't have like a story or really anything to kind of go into the game with. It's just kind of like no clue what's going to happen, but I'm really excited to play this and then kind of come back to you guys and tell you how I liked it, if I didn't like it, you know. And just a quick thing about me is a lot of games people don't like, I end up liking, right? So I heard good things about this and vice versa. I could just absolutely hate it, so it all depends. The next game is Catherine Full Body. I liked this game. I borrowed it from a friend on Xbox 360, and then I was given this version. Now, this one has that extra girl in it with the pink hair. I believe her name's Catherine as well. It's basically just a whole game about like infidelity. Absolutely hate that subject, just because why wouldn't you? But in any case, this game is really cool. I do like this game a lot. I don't think I beat the PS4 version. I beat the Xbox version, so I just want to play through this again, definitely. So get Catherine Full Body if you haven't, and that's really it. This is my favorite of all the Catherines, obviously, because, like, look, her hair is amazing. I just love her. And then the other two are just kind of like pick-me's. This next game, I did beat its first version on Xbox 360. And this was gifted to me by my sister on a Christmas, probably like 2019. And I've still yet to play it. So you guys are all going to hate me for this one, that I haven't played it yet. But it is Red Dead Redemption 2. And I have a good reason for not playing it. It's because I have other games that I was in the middle of, and I know this takes a lot of space, which is why I hate sometimes even turning my PS5 on, because again, you gotta delete, you gotta wait for loading. I know you can all agree with me there. And I know before you guys even tell me, you can get a hard drive, you can connect extra space. It's just annoying. It's so annoying. I miss the PS2 days where you could just pop your memory card in, pop your disc in, and there you go. But in any case, heard amazing, wonderful, beautiful things about this, actually. I've heard instances where people said they have cried to the story. Is that true? I don't know, but I know I'll love this because I loved Red Dead 1. And fun fact, I never owned a copy of Red Dead 1. My Xbox 360 was modded by my brother, so eventually he was like burning discs illegally, and we were getting these games. So yeah, pretty good game to definitely have in the collection. The next game I got at a Secret Santa from my brother's wife, and I'm absolutely thrilled. I didn't finish it, so again, be disappointed in me, but I'm gonna go back and play this. And Square Enix, love them, obviously, because, right, they're the ones who make Life is Strange? Yes, they do. So anyway, Kingdom Hearts 3, if you know, you know. If you grew up on Kingdom Hearts, I grew up on Kingdom Hearts on the PS2. So I was very excited when I got this. She actually gave me this, and at the time, the golden PS4 controller, which I still kept. I did not give that away. And some backstory is, at the time, PS4 was given to me 2016 Secret Santa in an old group of friends that I had, and a few of these games were given to me as well. It was like probably the most thoughtful gift I've ever received from a friend. And basically when I got my PS5, I didn't want to keep the PS4 knowing that the PS5 did the same and more. So I kind of was like, what can I do with this? I didn't want to sell it. I know I sound crazy, but I did donate it to charity. It was a hospital, basically, where, you know, kids, mostly predominantly kids, are sick, and they are looking for video game consoles for those kids. So I did donate my PS4 and the original controller, but I did keep the gold one. Not only was it given to me as a gift, like special, from my brother's wife, but it's a beautiful controller, and it's back there somewhere. I think it's right there. So yeah, beautiful controller. Next game that we have is Persona 5 Royal. I've played this, and I've started it over like 50 times. Not that I haven't gotten into it again, just not the right time to play it, you know. Especially, I want to call it my impatient era, because games like these are so long. All of these games, you know, you just got to be in it. And I definitely know that because I already started this game and I know the contents, the story's already sick and amazing. So I know that if I sat down and really played, I'd love it. So definitely looking forward to this. I have Persona 3 on my PC because I know, what is it called, Reloaded? They kind of came out with that. And I've never played Persona 3. I think that was PS Vita. Never had a PS Vita. So, you know, when I was introduced to that series, I loved it. And, you know, I just kind of really need to focus and play these games. So that is all for my PS4 collection. I know it doesn't seem like much because that was an era I just didn't play. And I can tell you right now, not one of these games I bought myself. They were all gifts. So that shows you that during that era when I had a PS4, I didn't really play it. I actually used it a lot for Netflix. But my PS5, I kind of revamped my love for PlayStation again. And here we are with the PS5. We're going to get into that. Digital games, they're just all digital. I'm not going to go into that by labeling PS4, PS5, because, to be honest, it's all just a mix of games. So first we have Stray. Oh my god. This game's pretty cute. I started it, and it's kind of like a steampunk cat. I don't know how to explain it. Like cyberpunk cat game, and you're just like it was hard for me to grasp and understand, and I was a little confused. But I like it, so I definitely want to go back to that again. And they give you these really cool cards of like the characters, and you know, I don't even remember. That's why I have to play this game again. I don't remember anybody's name. You know. What is that? This is cute. I think that's the thing that follows you around. Oh, there's the cat. It's cute. I'm a dog person, but that cat is cute. And then you have this guy. Don't even know his name, but they're just like, it's just so weird. You're trying to get back to a world, something like that, but I knew I had to have this game. And by the way, all these games I did buy. So now you're going to really get into my taste of games. But yeah, Stray. I know the price went down a lot for this game eventually. And I don't know why people didn't like it. Can you tell me why? Because it's cute. It's really cute. So maybe it's just kind of acquired taste. This next game, if you know me, or if you want to get to know me, hi, my name is Selena, and although I love Kirby, I love Harry Potter. So of course I have Hogwarts Legacy. No, I don't have it on Switch. I have it on PS5. Get it on PS5. This game is amazing. I need to finish my OWL exams, but other than that, the main story is beaten. And wow, and I did get Deluxe Edition, so it had all these like extra codes that I've used already, but this game was amazing. Yeah, they give you like tons of stuff. The arachnophobia though was real, and it's funny because I read that a lot of people, you know, who have arachnophobia, they couldn't handle those parts where you're fighting the big, you know, arachnids in the woods. Me, it was all fun and games, but I did get like chills and itchy. That's my reaction to spiders. So yeah, beware of that. But that game was beautiful. I'm a Gryffindor, and that's all I'll say. But I do know in that game, everybody's saying that if you make a file for each house, there are different quests, like stuff that, you know, a Hufflepuff can't get access to. You know, if you're playing as Hufflepuff, Slytherin can. So it's like all different, you know, you can't get access to any of the other houses unless you have an account. So I know, being part of a Facebook group where everybody talked about that game, they all made different like accounts. Now, did I have the time to do all of that? No, but I want to have the time to do all that. So definitely not bashing. I'm actually like encouraging you to do that. Do it. I definitely want to go back and do that and make a person on each house. So that was a phenomenal game. Hogwarts Legacy. Get that. The next one in our list is One Piece Odyssey. I have yet to play One Piece Odyssey, and I have a good reasoning for this. This is probably the only logical reasoning I have, is because I didn't finish the anime. I am in the process of watching it, so I don't want to play the game, and correct me if I'm wrong, and kind of be introduced to characters that I don't know, right? I don't want it to be spoiled. But when I purchased this, I was just given this. I didn't include this in my order. They gave me the Steelbook, and I was a little disappointed because it was dented, so I think that was kind of thrown in there because they had extra. But nothing's in there. I have it in the original case, but I still thought the Steelbook was cool. But there are some characters, you know, that I have not been introduced to yet, so it should show you how far back I am. In any case, that is the only reason I have not played that yet. But I look forward to it in the near future when I know a good majority of the characters. The next game we have, oh my god, Criminal Customs Edition, Saints Row. I used to be a big Saints Row lover. Xbox 360, my collection. Maybe we'll do that one day. There's heavily Saints Row in there. Now, I've only played the first and second. I have not been privileged enough to play the third because I think that's when I was really hooked on Batman Arkham Asylum and that series. So eventually I dropped Saints Row, and Saints Row to me was like, it was kind of like the hold you over version of GTA, right? Because GTA is my number one. But obviously when they dropped a new Saints Row game for PS5, I was back on that series. I know there's a lot that I've missed. And actually, if you would be so kind, if you are a Saints Row fanatic or expert, please list down below what the orders of the games are so that way I can actually hunt them down and play them, because I've only played 1 and 2. And I know there's stuff in between that I've missed a lot of, but in any case, I have not beat this, but I've played it, and it's so fun. It's such a good story. I have codes for this too. Did I even... I mean, they expire in 2032. I like how they give you time, but definitely, if you like GTA and you're still waiting on 6 like the rest of us, I would say to fill your time, Saints Row, or, you know, something similar to that. I'm pretty sure there's other games similar to it, but I don't really know what. But I was such a big Saints Row fan, especially in Saints Row 1. There's a little nostalgia and reminiscing where you kind of would like drink tons of beer and he would actually throw up or the screen would get dizzy. It was just funny. Next game we have, and it's a bit of a nostalgic buy. It is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. You can't not buy this. When this came out, like, why would you not want it? You like it's just in better condition. Obviously it's remastered. It just looks better. And I haven't played any of those other games like Skate or anything that's just a skateboarding game in general that doesn't have to do with Tony Hawk. But I do want to know your opinions on Skate because I keep hearing good things. Obviously there's games of, you know, the skating games that I've missed, but I don't know, I guess just when you smack Tony Hawk's name on it, it just reminds me of all the other ones. One of my favorite Tony Hawk games for PS2 was American Wasteland, and Underground 2. But American Wasteland was my absolute favorite. So yeah, I wish they would remaster that for PS5. I'd buy it in a heartbeat. And there's another game. Oh, for PlayStation 1 or it's PS2. I'm not sure. Does anybody remember that game Aggressive Inline where you're just like skating around on rollerblades? That game was sick. I never played any BMX games, but I loved Aggressive Inline. And the music in that game, amazing. The next game we're going to go to is Road 96. Now, Road 96 is a very interesting game with different endings, different paths. It didn't really hit the way I thought it would. Like, looking at the back and just kind of thinking it would give me some Life is Strange vibes, it really didn't. But, I mean, it was cool. But I guess I had very high expectations for this game, but I do like that aspect where there are different endings, different paths to take. So definitely keep that in mind. They do have it for Nintendo Switch, but I had ended up picking it up for PS5. And yeah, I don't know what to say about it because, like I said, there's different paths and stories. Look, you hit the road: adventure, freedom, escape, run, flee the regime, try to survive. So, I mean, it doesn't give you much. You just kind of, it's one of those games you have to play to see. But I don't know. I think it was a little bit hyped up more than what I liked. I do have the Kobe Bryant edition, NBA 2K24. Now, you guys may be thinking, Selena, what? You play 2K? Yeah, I do. I also loved playing sports games when I was younger, and my favorite sport is basketball, for any of you who don't know. I did play softball growing up, volleyball, all that fun stuff, but basketball is predominantly my favorite sport. So I had to get the Kobe Bryant edition, kind of just to pay some respect. But this is actually a really good... Wow, I haven't played a 2K game in so long, only because... Oh, I gotta do this soon. Oh no, this expires 2025, but in December. But anyway, like, it's just been such a long time since I've played a 2K game. And I just feel like they're all the same. I get it, like new players are drafted every year, so obviously they're updating the players, but there's just the same concept, right? You're playing basketball. This may not be a shock to you if you watch my Nintendo video, because I do have 2K18 for Switch. Obviously, I realize any sports games look better on a PlayStation, so I'll probably won't buy a 2K game for a while. I'm not into the soccer games though. I'm not a FIFA player. Back on the Xbox 360, I played a lot of Madden. And that's really it, you know, like I like the sports games. My dad's the one who really got me into the game, so obviously I was playing some of his and my brother's, and I ended up playing sports games. So yeah, 2K24. This next game, let me just see if there's any codes. Of course, there are codes in here. Awesome. So I've never played this game yet, but it looked pretty sick. Let me know your thoughts. And one thing I really like is when you guys tell me how great of a game that I have in my collection that I haven't played yet, because it makes me look forward to that game. So this is Atlas Fallen. And yeah, I honestly don't even know much about it. I think I read at the time when it came out, like a little description on GameStop, and I was like, okay, I want it. I like the aesthetic already, and I'm excited to play it. I mean, it's given like a lot of good vibes on the back of the cover, the hype. So I really hope this lives up to what I think it'll live up to. Let me know in the comments. The next game is the bane of my existence, at least the beginning. I'll give it a chance. Lies of P. Lies of P. Okay, there is a video of me playing this game on this channel. Go watch it, because you could see how much I struggled trying to play and beat that first boss. I did Google it though. A lot of people had trouble with that and kind of thought it was annoying, so it's not that I'm bad at the game. No, I see a dent in the case a little bit. See, collectors don't like that. I heard it gets better throughout the gameplay. I heard numerous good things, but you know, it didn't give me the best first impression. The next game we have is Crime Boss. Now, Crime Boss, I have a lot to say about this. Okay, Crime Boss Rock A City. I looked at this, and looks can be deceiving. You know, you got some gameplay there, and I've looked it up. I guess maybe I didn't do enough research. I thought this was going to be kind of like a GTA. It's not. I don't know. I didn't like the way it was, you know, for me. I didn't beat it. I'll give it another chance because, I mean, I heard it was a good game. I mean, it has well-known people in the game, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, it didn't hit for me. Maybe I got to give it another run-through, but maybe I just expected. I think I was also going on a GTA 6 fiend bend, I don't know, just like going crazy that it's still not out yet, that I was finding any replica game, and that did not do it justice. So the next game I have is Assassin's Creed Mirage. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I have it because during Xbox 360 I loved Assassin's Creed. Now, I was confused on the first game, but you know, it was something that I always wanted to understand and get into. There's tons of games. I've heard great things, I've heard bad things. Assassin's Creed is one of those franchises that I have no clue unless I play, right? I can't go off of people's opinions with that one because there are so many mixed opinions. I heard the one that just came out after this, a lot of people are just kind of like, it's a copy of another game. I think it's Yakuza, right? Or am I saying that wrong? But, you know, people are saying like the quality of Assassin's Creed is going down. So, I don't know, but I heard good things about this one. And there's obviously tons of codes in here too that last till 2030. But, you know, this is something I am actually excited to play. But there's so many that I've missed as well. And if you want to list or help me out and list all of the Assassin's Creeds, that'd be great. Because there's only one other one I was interested, and that's part of my digital collection. I actually downloaded it for free with a PlayStation Plus or Premium, whatever we have. And so that was really nice to see. So that's the only Assassin's Creed game that I grabbed that I believe was predominantly on the Xbox 360 at the time. So we'll get into that when we're on my digital list. The next game I have is Ultimate Edition, Spider-Man Miles Morales. I've heard so many good things about the Miles Morales game, so I had to pick that up. I haven't played it yet because I wanted to play Spider-Man and then, you know, go in order. And the cool thing about this copy of Miles Morales, and I guess we'll only talk about one digital game right now, is it did come with the code for Spider-Man, like the first one, remastered. So not only did I get a remastered version, I got a whole free game within a game for the price of one, which was really nice. So that is going to be part of my digital collection. I have the first Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Obviously, you can't have the first one and not have the second one, right? So I have Launch Edition Spider-Man 2. Have not played it, obviously, because I like to play things in order. We got some digital content here. I'm actually just opening these, making sure I'm not late on any codes. This one doesn't have an expiration date. So does that mean like when they don't have the date that they've expired? I don't know. I hope not. But in any case, there's some cool stuff you could get here. Web grabber gadget, some cool outfits. I've already started playing the first Spider-Man, and the outfits in there are pretty sick. So that's one thing I could mention is I did start that digital version, and I like it so far. I mean, I'm a big DC fan. I'm a big Batman girl. So, you know, Spider-Man, just because he's just very nostalgic in every way. Obviously, we all have to play Spider-Man. There's no disliking Spider-Man. The next game we have, unopened, is Tekken 8. I was a big Tekken girl growing up. I loved the Tekken games on PSP. So Tekken is a must-have, right? And when they came out with Tekken 8, I was like, you know, I missed a lot of Tekken games, but I'm not going to miss 8. And a lot of people were playing this. Gameplay looked sweet. Like, come on. Come on. The graphics, I can't wait to play that. You probably think I'm crazy because it's not open. The next game is a game I bought for my dad, but he just wasn't into it, apparently. So I took it back for my collection. Gotham Knights. DC girl all the way. Batgirl, love her. So, you know, this game I heard good things about from my brother. Oh, there's a code. Cool. And I hope my dad didn't use it, but I'm excited to play this as well because it's just, look at how beautiful the cover art is first. And it's just Gotham Knights. It's something that I wish I had, and then I just took it back. He did scratch the plastic though. Don't like that. We've got Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. I got this because I ended up doing like a Avatar watch spree again, and I was just into it. It was Way of the Water. And I was like, oh my god, I would love to be an Avatar, and the closest thing to that was playing a video game. So of course I had to get the one that just came out at the time, and I haven't played it yet, but I've heard mixed feelings about that game too, so let me know if that game is even worth playing. I mean, I'm gonna play it anyway. It includes a warrior pack, but you know, I love to hear that. The next game is purely based off of nostalgia, and if I like Tekken 8, you'll already get to guess this game. Cover art is beautiful. Played this on PS1. I got Mortal Kombat 1. This is amazing. Now, I didn't go all out and get the gold version because I didn't need it, but it's obviously unopened because it was just bought, and I can't wait to play this game, to be honest. Look at how beautiful. And I've even had, I think it was Mortal Kombat vs. DC on Xbox 360. So we'll go through that one day, and just you'll learn I am a Mortal Kombat fan. My favorite is Sub-Zero, and that's really all I could say about that. I used to think Sub-Zero and Scorpion were like the same, but they're not. Those outfits are so cool, and it's funny that you can actually start seeing my pile up here. So the last physical game I have unopened again is Skull and Bones. The reason I added this to the collection is because I'm a big fan of anything to do with pirates or pirate games, right? So I had to have Skull and Bones. Now, again, don't know what to expect. I saw some gameplay on it. I kind of liked it. I love, again, pirate stuff, hence the One Piece love. So, you know, I would actually like to know if any of you played Skull and Bones, and if you could kind of give me a little what to expect on it, because I'm very excited to see that. Alright, so now that the physical games are out of the way, we're going to go right down the list of my digital collection, and you tell me if we got some hit or misses, okay? We have, first up, Batman Arkham Knight. My cousin actually gifted me the code for this one Christmas. I haven't played it because I wanted to go back and play all the Batmans again. I've only beaten Arkham Asylum on the Xbox 360, and then I never got the chance to play City, Origins, and everything else they released. So eventually, I believe I purchased them, so I just kind of have to play through them, but I do have Arkham Knight. The next digital game I have is Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. That was like a must buy. I'm obviously a PlayStation 1 lover, and you know, that was something I predominantly played, and I even have that on some emulators as well. Crash Bandicoot, I still have my original game. Forgot the name of it, but it's for the SP, and maybe we'll go through that one day as well. And God, I love Crash Bandicoot. You gotta have Life is Strange Before the Storm. So that basically is, once you play the first Life is Strange, it's another game explaining about some of the characters in that game. Again, I can't explain it without giving it away, but it's just kind of like there's somebody missing, and this kind of goes into her life. So definitely, if you end up liking Life is Strange after this video, Life is Strange Before the Storm is the game to play right after it. Next, we have Life is Strange 2. That was a good game. Obviously, as they make these Life is Strange games, there are different protagonists. This was about two brothers. Basically, their dad gets murdered, and they have to kind of disappear because it looks like they were involved. It's like a whole bunch of stuff. It wasn't my favorite story, but it was still good for what it was. There was a little like game before that, but for some reason it's not in my PlayStation downloads anymore. Maybe I gotta look. It's like called Captain, I forgot what it was. It was like a little, it was just like a kind of like a treat to introduce Life is Strange 2. I forgot what it was called. Please, you know, in the comments, let me know. But yeah, Life is Strange 2 is definitely worth it if you get into the series, because it also kind of gives you room to appreciate it. Like, I personally don't like it, but that could be somebody else's favorite out of the series. So, you know, I would recommend playing them all, because I think the work and the story writing is just beautiful. And the best thing about Life is Strange is the soundtracks. Every single game has an amazing soundtrack. And fun fact, although Life is Strange 2 is my least favorite, it is my top favorite soundtrack. There's a song, I believe they're called Milk and Bone. I'm not sure. If you go on that soundtrack and you type in Milk and Bone, there's this one song that I really like, and I've never forgot about it when I played Life is Strange 2 in 2019. So there's so many great things that come out of a game, even if it's not your favorite. Next is GTA 5. I own that on Xbox 360. That was a gift at the time, but I wanted to get it in better graphics. Obviously, when you have it on PlayStation, there's tons of updates. So that was just kind of like a rebuy, even though I had beat the game already. So GTA 5 is there because I'm also a huge fan. And when you're a huge fan, you're going to buy the game multiple times. It is what it is. I also have all three, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, when they released it on PS4 at the time as just the original, hey, here's the PS2 games for $11. I have the actual original copies on my system, and then when the definitive edition came out, I bought it for Switch at first. It was literal crap. The graphics didn't look good, and then I was like, you know what? I really want to relive my childhood in better graphics. Once I got it on PS5, it looked amazing, obviously. So I have like 3 copies of all the GTA games, but you know what? At least I know that if the world ever ended or the gaming digital space disappeared, you know, I had backups after backups of those games. Next, I have Batman Return to Arkham. Don't know when I got it. I just know I have it, never played it, and that's really all I have to say about it. It's because the word Batman was in there, I needed to have it. I love Batman. And that's really it. So I can't really say much on that game. The next game I bought and I beat in like a few days, Life is Strange True Colors. So that is basically Life is Strange 3. Right now, because I have not played the 4th one yet, maybe we'll talk about this a little later on the channel when the 4th one comes out. Life is Strange 3 is my favorite game so far out of the 3 of them. I know I talked a big game on Life is Strange 1, but Life is Strange 3, wow. All I can say, cinematic. The story is great. Alex is so cool, her powers and everything, but there's just the relationships that are built and these strong friendships and enemies, and wow, it really encapsulates you into the game. Just please give Life is Strange 3 or Life is Strange True Colors a try. You do not have to play the first 2 to play that game. Everyone is different. It's not one of those like you have to play them all. I say play them all just so you can compare stories and pick your favorite. But, you know, I literally light up when I talk about Life is Strange True Colors. It was just amazing, and I would give anything to have my first experience playing that again. And, you know, it's been kind of 3 years that we've been waiting for a new Life is Strange game now, so I'm really excited for October. Next, I have Disney Dreamlight Valley. We all are guilty of Disney Dreamlight Valley. I mean, some of us, but I thought it was cute, and it is, and it's great to play on the PlayStation. I don't know for those of you who've played it on the Switch, but I know a lot of people who obviously, again, say it looks better on a PlayStation, on an Xbox, whatever you like and prefer, and PC, right? So it's out on all those platforms, and I played it. I didn't get too far, didn't, you know, really engage too much, because only reason for that is because I just have other things to play, not because I was uninterested. I actually had to make a decision, do I put that time into Animal Crossing or Disney Dreamlight, and Animal Crossing won. So I would love to go back in and get more characters from Disney and unlock it. I think it's just a fun little escape getaway game to play, and I recommend it for anybody who wants to just kind of relax and find another cozy game away from their original cozy games. Next, we have God of War Ragnarok. That came with my dad's PlayStation buy, the digital code. I don't have the physical, obviously, but, you know, he gave me the code, so it's technically mine. I have God of War. I played it a little bit just for like a sneak peek. I know it's a long game. Great game. So definitely will dedicate time to playing that. I loved it. I've never played a God of War game before that. So, I mean, what way to start is with the best looking one. So I heard very top tier things about that game, so I can't wait to really truly focus on it. The next game I have is Horizon Forbidden West. That came with my PlayStation. That was the digital code, and I didn't really dig it. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get motion sickness when I'm lost in the game, and I was just not feeling it. I'm always down to give games more than one chance before I say I don't like it, and it was just very saturated and just too much for me. And then maybe half of that had to do with because I was a little lost. So maybe, again, focus was the problem. And I would definitely give that another try. The next game we have on the list is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That is the one I was referencing before, out of all the Assassin's Creeds that I've wanted to always try. They had it on the PlayStation Plus store, and I was excited because, again, I've heard so many good things about Black Flag. Plus, it is based on a pirate ship, which, hello, I just said before, I love pirate-based games. And there's this one song I've seen on my Facebook, somebody posted a clip of, and it just, like, after I heard it, I was like, I need to play this game. It's like, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh my God. It was just, when you hear that pirate voice, it's just like, it's my soul lights up, just like when I hear any type of Jamaican music. So yeah, that's about it. I know they're two different things, but I light up for a lot of things different than you would think. The last download I have is Multiverses, which basically a game that's kind of like a Smash Bros. Ripoff, but it's Warner Brothers characters. You know, for example, you could fight with Beetlejuice and so on. So I downloaded that off the PS Store and just thought it would be something fun to play. Anyway, that is the end of my PS4/PS5/digital collection for the PlayStation. Let me know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like, what I should add to this collection. Thank you for sticking around this long. Can't wait to see you in the next video. I got a few videos coming up for you guys in the very, very near future, so stick around. And just remember that although Selena loves PlayStation, Selena loves Kirby.